What's going on, y'all? Woo! It's been a minute. It's your boy. I go by the name DONiLA for y'all who don't know. The host of Quila Podcast, quality, unique individuals leading America. And today's episode is sponsored by no other than Northern Virginia's very own Q.U.I.L.A plug. Salud. Think about like rum chata, something like that, similar. Like got a sweet taste to it. If you want more details on Coquito, I'm gonna put her Instagram. Her handle's gonna pop up around here. Make sure you follow Carla, your Coquito plug. You know what I mean? So shout out to her, cause this hit. How about we start with where I've been, right? I've been going through life. First of all, I lost my pivot joint, which I had the tripod still, but I lost the placement where I put my phone on, my camera on. I don't know where it's been. Been moving, doing videography. Shot a wedding 2 weeks ago. Also like a month. I shot a wedding a month ago. I thought I lost the footage to episode 3. Just right now, while I'm going through different memory cards, I ended up finding it. Now usually I go over my notes. I go over the topics. And as you can see, we're not in the studio today. We more so in the trap. You know what I mean? And where things get smoked, things get drank, you know what I mean? This is where like real life is supposed to be talked about, you know what I mean? I'm the content, so wherever I go, it's gonna be made. Man, life has been lifing. Life has been lifing. Other than God, who can you rely on, right? The physical being, whether we want to say spiritual, whether we want to say it's vibrations or frequency, we all emit a radiance to us, right? Whatever you think about, as a man thinketh, whatever you think about, it will come to fruition. Yo, clap it up for yourself one time. If you bought something with me, if you purchased anything, you reposted, shared, like, comment, engage with me, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Because this clothing brand thing is much harder. Consistency with the podcast, much harder than it looks. Everyone loves to be entertained and informed and whatnot. And no one likes to do the work. Oh, what's wrong? Man, a couple things getting under my skin lately. People committing to things and not showing up day of. What's with y'all in today's society? Huh? You get validation from fucking around, from bullshitting? Because growing up, yeah, I got you. I'm going to do it, da-da-da. If you said something the night of and you know shit is going to get placed in motion, why would you not answer? Answer or respond. You just gonna see the shit? You just gonna see what I have on my story? It's mad irritating. You know what I mean? But it's alright. Because like I said, when there's a will, there's a way. And a couple people flaked on me, you know, day of, photo shoots, video shoots, commercial brand ads. But it doesn't matter. Let's say, yo, I got the clothes. There's always something going on in the city. I'm the Don. I'm the Don. The Don is always connected, you know? Going to other events, like yesterday. Someone flaked on me in the morning. I hit her short and said, yo, where you at? She's 30 minutes away. But she told me, go to dude's event. You know what I mean? So might be popping. And sure enough, women see me. I'm a fly guy. I'm low-key sometimes. I only got to speak when it's necessary. Right? I only go IE when it's necessary. And you know I'm in the building. Anyways, so I end up going to the joint. And it's like a sip and pay joint, right? I'm talking to the vendors, I'm talking to the bar, talking to everybody in the vicinity, and I'm telling them, letting them know what I do and whatnot. And it happens to be a selfie lounge. I told my boy, listen, I know it's your event. You mind if I do some things for my brand? So in turn, get him content, get myself content. When you have inclusion with the shit that you're doing, people are more willing to help or be a part of it. Because they're like, oh shit, so maybe I could promote myself like this if I join whatever they got going on. And that's in turn how I have a lot of motion in the city. In general, period. Whether it's state to state, coast to coast, worldwide. The 3 intercontinental bridges I'm connected to. South Central America, Middle East Africa, and mankind. I'm a man in action, okay? If you want something, you gotta go get it, regardless of what anybody says. See, doubt and realization go hand in hand. When you doubt yourself, start asking yourself questions. And when you ask yourself questions, you start realizing, you know what? If things ain't adding up in your life, my nigga, you gotta go chase that shit. And you gotta make that shit work. Nobody's gonna give a handout. No one's gonna give a fuck about you. No one cares until you make them. Then the self-realization happens. Well, if everyone was a beginner, then that means I can become the expert. I went to the first fashion show with my business partner, E, the engineer. Right? Damn. All these models walking out on the runway. Man, look at that. Beautiful. Bye. They probably getting paid. And then when I learned behind the scenes, like, yo, they not getting paid. They audition to be there. Oh, you gotta be top. High level to gain that notoriety. I actually get paid for this shit. Be with an agency for shit to really be moving worldwide. When you just starting, nobody knows, baby. But it's that presentation, the facade that you give to the world. The world is your runway. The world is your stage. You could say anything you want. And then as long as you believe it, that shit is true. You got people out here wanting to be dogs and shit. That shit is true. Act, talk like a dog, go ahead. But if you act, talk like a king, like yours truly, then alright. You are what you believe to be. I'm done in 2024 being too modest, maybe being too humble. And even some saying in my ear, yo, too nice with it sometimes. As far as like, you know what, I give you a second, I give you a third chance. I'm done with all the fuck shit. Fuck all that. If you play me once, I'ma believe you. If you lie, I'ma believe you. If you try to get over, I'ma believe you. People don't change overnight. You know, I had to find out the hard way. Back when I was cool with the whole gang, high school, elementary, growing up. Shout out my boy Danny. He knows what I'm talking about. He warned me. He said, bro, let's just go, bro. Like, these niggas done changed on you, bro. They not the same. I ain't want to believe it. It was a close friend of over 10 years plus, right? I consider him my brother. And, you know, things had to change. We got in a car crash that night. My boys got in a car crash that night. I had to pick them up. 5 minutes after they got in a car crash, I get in the car crash with all these niggas. And the whole time I had the crutches, you know, my foot was all fucked up for 6 months. And I was only in the second month in. And that dude blamed everything on me. He said, had it been me driving, had you listened to what we was gonna do, he was on fuck shit, man. He was on fuck shit. Anyways, like I said, people believe their own storyline. You're gonna be the villain in some people's storyline. It is what it is. But had I listened to my boy prior, none of that fuck shit would have happened. Still would have had the car. Wouldn't have to pay $1,000 that night. Well, damn near $500 because me and the fuck nigga was splitting that shit. And then the next day, he mad because we didn't talk to him and shit like that. It was his fault we got into that whole incident anyways. And my main thing about that shit, he never took accountability. You know, shit, what, I'm 28 now? I'm getting older. We're supposed to get wiser, you know? Sometimes people don't want to take accountability because it fucks with their pride and fucks with their ego, you know? Self-realization, man. Today is going to be shorter only because I'm working on one memory card right now. I just had to come on here, politic with y'all real quick. Let y'all know what the hell's going on in my life. Quick update, you know? I got this black peacoat right here, right? So in the middle, the tie pops out. All black, and then the tie popping out. You know? It's the little things that count. Women very visual and observant. And me, I'm that guy. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to talk the way I talk and walk the way I walk. Because it's your boy DONiLA.